Good morning, children of God.
Good morning.
Boy, has it been a couple of days or been nice and clear skies, lower temperatures. Of course, I'm way too tired to get anything done. And then I found this. Deciding on a course of action brings the energy to carry it out. So if the energy isn't there, maybe I need to go back to the beginning and decide to take action. Something for us to think about as we begin this morning. Let's stand and join together in silence. In this moment, love, peace, truth is here. In this moment, God is here. And we take a moment and acknowledge His presence. O loving Father, Mother God, we acknowledge your presence moving in and through us this day. This day, we choose to be open and responsive to your instruction and to your guidance. This day, we choose to be grateful for the opportunity to come together, to worship, to sing, and to pray in the name, in the nature, in the power of the Christ. Amen.
Today's daily word is free, and this morning Sally will read our daily word for us.
I live in the presence with joyous abandon. When I see children laughing and having fun on a playground, I may long for the same kind of carefree existence. Yet as a child of God, I am always free. Focusing my attention on thoughts of faith and love, I rise above seeming limitation. I release the past and live in the presence with joyous abandon. As a spiritual being, I use my God-given power to choose my thoughts. I keep my attention on the highest and the best, and good flows into every part of my life. I become a new and confident person. My world expands to greater heights than I could have ever imagined. My mind is at rest. I am at peace. Thank God I am joyous and free. And from Galatians 5:1, for freedom Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery.
There's the theme about thought and whatnot. And when you get out of your own way, it actually works. Ask our friendly little computer this morning who decided that he didn't want to play. So instead of going, which is what we did at first, he just took a breath. It's only a machine. I get to push the buttons, not the other way around. Took a deep breath and set it back up, and here we are. taking a deep breath is important. Remembering who you are is important. And the more often that you state with power who you are, the more that will come to pass in your world. Let's take our affirmation together. I am a child of the living God. I have within me the all-creating power of the Christ. It radiates from me and blesses all whom I contact. I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I am now in the presence. Let's take that together as we join with Steve. I am. From your heart now. Having spoken these words of the truth of us, gently, easily, and effortlessly now, we move to that place within us that Jesus called our inner closet, our secret place. It is that place within you where there is no question, there is no doubt. I am one with my loving Father, Mother, God. Right here, right now. I breathe. And as I rest, I listen. For in my prayers, I'm learning to ask. Here in the stillness and silence, answers come. This day, all my needs are met. This moment, all my needs are met. I breathe, and this day I say yes. I reach out, and I claim these gifts brought to me wrapped in love. In this moment, I am whole. In this moment, I am peace. In this moment, I remember. I remember I am a channel through which good flows into my world. Having chosen to accept these gifts, having immersed myself in them so that each and every cell of my being is re-energized, revitalized, renewed, I now open that channel wide. From me, through me, love flows. Peace flows. Order flows. First into this room, into this place, and joining with other thought of like mind, we grow in strength and power. In this place, in this moment, I am blessed. I choose to be a blessing. From me, through me, this flow continues into our community, wherever that might be this day. Touching, healing, blessing. Into our community, our spiritual community, and right here into our city. Touching, healing, blessing each and every one of God's children. And in this moment, I am blessed. I choose to continue to be a blessing. From me, through me, across our state, touching, healing, blessing. Regardless of circumstance, I am there. Good is there. We hold this truth, and in this truth, I am blessed. I choose to continue to be a blessing. From me, through me, good flows across our country, touching, healing, blessing each and every one of God's children around our world. This love flows so that we know and can affirm, regardless of circumstance, I am there. Good is there. Peace, love is there. And in this knowing, I am blessed. I continue to be a blessing. From me, through me, good flows. In an affirmation of oneness, we know in spirit and in truth, we are never separate one from the other. Somewhere, someone is saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For the gifts that have come from you, through you this day, are gratefully received, and that gratitude swells up and returns to you, the circle of life, whole and complete. I breathe and I rest for one holy moment. Knowing there is more yet for me to do this day, holding to this experience we have just shared, gently now, easily, we bring our attention back to this now, to this place. And from our heart, we join together and pray as Jesus, our elder brother, has taught us when he said, "As for you, pray therefore in this manner." You don't realize how loud those fans are to all of you are so quiet. And it's cold. Sit closer together and you'll be warm. And bring a friend. No, I'm not kidding. You already know all of that. Yeah, there you go. Visualize warm. There we go. Oh, yeah, then tomorrow you'll be saying visualize cold. No. Speaking of which, that points us right to where we need to go today, as a matter of fact. One of the challenges that we have is in this study of metaphysics, which means beyond the physical. A lot of our work is done in the invisible. And this movement was founded in Missouri, which is the show me state, thereby creating a dilemma. So we have to then visualize our truth and what that looks like for us. We then have to establish a vision, and that changes as you learn and as you grow. One of the base premise that we know is that you live the truth you know. You don't know something, you live the truth you know, and then when you get new information, you then begin to live that. Or not, you get to choose. So when something shows up, you have the option and the opportunity to say yes or no. And guess what? Regardless of your choice, God loves you. That's a given, because God is love. So your choice leads to a given set of circumstance where you go, he said, raising his hand. And there I have the option right then and there to make a shift. You see, because this truth in the invisible, which we work at bringing to the visible, is as accurate as is accurate, idea to idea, connecting the dots to idea, based on how we will choose to bring it forth. And that's the premise behind accuracy of the one mind. Our mind may be not so accurate. Dear Lord, please provide for me in the following manner, A, B, C, and we wonder why that doesn't work, right? As opposed to every want, every desire fulfilled when, begins on the first foot, I am willing to dedicate myself to that truth. You see, that's what the Fillmores did. We dedicate ourselves, our fortune, everything, who we are or ever will be, to this spirit of truth. And to the Society of Silent Unity is how they worded it, knowing that we will receive in full measure for this dedication. And it's in our wall, by the way, in the office. Go read that dedication from time to time. Really give you an idea about what the base of the unity movement is really all about. It's all about understanding who we are, understanding our connection to the one, understanding how we bring that into demonstration. That's what it's all about. Somebody asked me not too long ago, okay, so what's our purpose on the earth? I said, I don't know. That varies from person to person, but I can give you a real general, really broad brush. Here it comes, broad brush from Rob. Your purpose on the earth is simple. Not easy, but simple. Your purpose on this earth is to express and demonstrate the truth of who you are. That's it. Piece of cake. Wait a minute. My truth changes with a small t based on my understanding, right? So one of the things we look at are the various laws, if you will, that allow this system to work. The law of like mind. We know thoughts of like mind come together and produce after their kind. So what are you thinking about? And that doesn't matter, by the way, what thought you have. You see, that's that free will piece. So if your thoughts are on lack and limitation, God loves you so much, you get it. Then I say, wait a minute, there's another law, and that is that God loves me no matter what. That's kind of, it loves everybody. God is love. So If I'm not happy, gee, what's up with that? Oh, well, guess what? I need to rethink some things. What is it that makes me unhappy? And then work backwards to find out what the thought is, change the thought, which then changes the feeling, which then changes my words, which then change my actions, which then brings about a demonstration of my truth. We've been playing with this one a lot on, we've been working in the book of Revelation on Wednesdays, and if you want your mind blown, you have to bring your own duct tape. It takes 2 wraps around your head so it doesn't explode. Because the book of Revelation is all about symbolism and translating for you today. And it can get a little weird sometimes. You go, ooh, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And sometimes we just want to say, oh, I don't want to play with that for right now. But the book of Revelations, the unveiling, is all about this body temple as the body of the Christ. And so we play with this one. If our scientific brethren is correct, try this one on. You have 90 trillion, with a T, cells from the tip of your toes to the top of your head. 90 trillion. All come together because of what? One thought. I created in the image and likeness. I am created in the image and likeness. Now, the creation is there. The blueprint is there. How well are you doing as a builder? Maybe we need to take a look at that. But we're in good company. See, because one of the things that Jesus said, it's again, you've got to look past the words. I can tear this temple down and rebuild it in 3 days. And everybody thought he was talking about temple in what? Jerusalem, yes? He wasn't. He wasn't talking about a physical building. He was talking about this temple of the Christ. This idea, as Fillmore writes it, idea of the ideal man. That's what he was talking about. I will tear this temple down and rebuild it in 3 days, and he did it. And what one can do, all can do. How you doing now? Breathe. Oh, I have a little work to do. Yay, good. Back to my purpose. Okay? See, because it doesn't matter where you are in the moment. It has nothing to do, this whole world around us has nothing to do with where you are right now. Where you are right now is a result of, through collective consciousness and individual thoughts and feelings, everything that you have had in experience to which you can remember to bring you to right here. And in the moment you can change it with one thought. Now, I say one thought on purpose because so many times we think, well, there's so many things going on in my world, and I get hung up in that I forget to do anything, he said, raising his hand. So I need to come back to my prayer and take one thought, just one. Because here's what is true. When I change one thought, my whole world changes. It has no choice because it's not the same anymore. It all changed. Now, you get to determine for you what that expression looks like. And you put a label on it, by the way, good or bad. And may I humbly suggest, if your label is anything other than good, go back and look at the thought again. How do I know that? In the beginning, God created all and named it good. So anything other than good is my misunderstanding of my truth. And as I grow and as I learn, I will learn to change my languaging. And that's one of the challenges that we have, is that we are kind of stuck in the language that we know. And it's really hard sometimes to describe what's really going on. One of my first teachers used to regularly say this, I have something to share with you. And now I've shared it with you. Now, whether you saw something or not isn't on me. That's another thing I had to learn. I just get to share it and then be open to what is being shared. See? Open to the one. That's where I'm getting really zoned in on who I am and how I can make changes in this body temple that, as I do so, one thought at a time, changes my world. And it changes my belief systems. And the more I change my belief systems, the more my world changes by definition. See, we have a lot of people in our world that are hungry for this message. Hungry. They know something. There's something going on in their world. They're not sure what it is. They know there's more, but they're not sure what's the next step for me to take. And even if I were to explain the step specifically, it'd still be a choice as to whether or not you step or don't. Why? Because it's based on your understanding, what you're willing to be open to. See, I need to be really wide open. Just to visualize 90 trillion cells all working together. But I need to help them out, and I do. Part of my prayers right now I'll be sharing with you, and I've been working on it. In this moment, all 90 trillion. Every cell, every system, every organ working together in peace and in harmony and expressing love. And as I do that, I breathe and I allow it to happen. And as I do so, the power of my prayer, my voice, changes. The result of my prayers change. And collectively, we lift our world up. And then you allow yourself to question from time to time whether any of this is real. So feel free to say, Rob, you're full of prunes. Thank you very much. Being full of prunes also means I'm regular. Where did that come from? I share with you my beliefs. That one too. I share with you more information than you need sometimes. But I'm sharing with you what has worked for me, what is working for me, and as changes come about, how I incorporate them. Because we're always looking for tools. That's the whole point. We're looking for tools. Okay, I got the base message. Kinda. God is love. God is all. This one that is all is perfect. Life, love, intelligence, and substance. Man is, therefore, I am one with perfect life, love, intelligence, and substance. Perfect. That's an accurate statement. Now, my demonstration may miss the mark, which we call sin. Right? Okay, not a problem. Here's another arrow. That's how hard it is. Here's another arrow. Change the thought. And sometimes I need to take that which I've believed into the depths of me and be willing to go, I need to rethink this. The one that I'm working on now, and I'll share with you, and if it drives you crazy, just go, nah. How many of you have heard that one of the purposes that we are here to do is to learn at a soul, from our soul, learn how to be here. That is a school, and we still use it today. Our skin school experience. Anybody besides me ever heard of this? Everybody's heard of it, right? Try this one on. Your soul came here complete and whole. Has nothing to learn, it knows everything. Why? It's of God, as you are of God. That's the truth of you. Oops. What's the school thing then? And remember, I told you going in, I'm playing with this. Don't know that it's true, but I'm playing with it. So what then becomes the purpose? Well, I got to shift my purpose a little bit, just a little bit. I got it for me. Here's the purpose. I came here as a perfect being. That's part of me that is God is perfect, yes? To learn to express and demonstrate the perfection in the material world. There's a job. To express and demonstrate your perfection in the material world. You were designed that way, in the perfect image and likeness of God. in the perfect image and likeness of good. You lived in a world of good right until the time you joined in a line to bite at the apple. To believe and eat, take in from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Oops. So what we're trying to do is get back to the garden, yes? But the garden exists within me already whole and free, already true. It already exists. I just need to bring it into expression. That's what it brings us back to one thought. You're only one thought away from it. The challenge is that if our scientific brethren are correct, and I still question them on this, because I haven't seen the machine yet that measures it, that suggests that we have, notice the word suggest, some 70,000 thoughts in a day or some such thing. I heard it a lot of different ways. So I got 70,000 thoughts, and those are the ones that are conscious. How many subconscious or unconscious thoughts go with that? And all of those thoughts currently are based on systems of belief that brought me to where I am. How do I know that? Because I'm still here. Right? Every thought I've had brought me to right where I am right now. So if I'm still holding on to the old thoughts and belief systems right now, that's what's going to show up. And as long as I hold on to it, that'll keep showing up and keep showing up and keep showing up and keep showing up. That's the law. I love you so much, hold the thought. Or I can change the thought. And when I change the thought, I change the whole. That's the rule. I didn't make it up. Now, I may make up what I believe. I do make up what I believe. And I need to change it from time to time and be open to possibility. And as our scientific brethren begin to really look at it from a science standpoint, that which theologians have been saying forever, we're all going to get there eventually. And we're going to get there because we've taken the time to get really clear, to know that the statements in our books of learning are accurate when they're understood. And I worded it that way on purpose. Your books of learning are absolutely accurate when they're understood. You may not understand them. The first time you looked and somebody said 2 and 2 is 4, what did you have to do? If I get past 10, I'm in trouble, right? You learn by doing. Then you begin to learn in abstract thought. And see, that's what metaphysics is all about, is abstract thought. In working in the realm of the invisible, to bring it into visibility. Here's how we do it. Here's a tool. To begin and understand the base. The base is this, love. It's one of those that you have to play with a little bit, and even I use the language a lot, but it's the truth, is God doesn't love you. God is love. You are love. So let's take a picture. That temple you're sitting in right now. The way you built it, right here and right now. Breathe. And to that temple, and every one of the 90 trillion, or whatever the number is, cells, I love you. Together? I love you. Breathe. To each and every cell, I bless you. Together? I bless you. Breathe. To each and every cell, I appreciate you. Together? I appreciate you. Deep breath. Let it out. One more. To each and every cell, bringing into demonstration my truth, I can say, I behold the Christ. Together? I behold the Christ. And so it is.
Thank you for listening. Please feel free to pass this message along to your friends and family. You can obtain additional audio tapes or CDs by visiting our website or by calling our office at 541-772-6902. We invite you to join us in prayer. We know that prayer works, and now you can send your prayer request to our prayer team here at Christ Unity Church by using the form on our website. The activities, programs, and services of this ministry are presented on a love offering basis. All gifts, regardless of size, are gratefully accepted. You may participate either by sending your gift to Christ Unity Church, 540 North Holly Street, Medford, Oregon, 97501, or by visiting us on the internet at www.unitymedford.org.